Right, we're going to go and get James. We're going back to a client's house today. We did some hair conditioning supplies ages ago. We're going back there to do some outside lights. We have been there for 2 days, but it's been indoors, so we haven't got any footage because we needed to crack on. But yeah, we can film outdoors today, outside lights, quite interesting. We're going to nip to Gillek Electrical, grab some bits. We're going to go and get James first. Oakley dokley, here we are. So we've just been to Gillek in Chesham, because we're not far from there, to go and get a load of lights. So what we got is the bell, ground, all available on the CGR Electrical store, I think. Black, what did he give me? All did he give me black? Yeah, give me black, that's fine. Black matches the existing. And we got the up and downs, and James is here. He is not dead, he's not in a loft, he has been at college. Oh my god, absolutely shocking, James, because you've been at college, that is. What we're doing is, try not to get too many number plates in, there's lots of cars. Bring a light, James, please, one of those up and downs. What we're doing is getting rid of these very old school lanterns, okay? We're going to replace with up and downy lights, okay? As demonstrated by my assistant. Okay, nice fittings these, okay? Gonna have some, I like them because they're GU10s, yeah? Basically, client can maintain themselves rather than ringing me up, not being horrible. I don't want to come back just to change a light when it goes wrong. So we've gone with the GU10s, so they can replace GU10s. What we've also got to do is, there's some bed lights, look, this is the state of them, and they're all wired. I haven't really investigated this much, but they're all wired round, and then we've got random ones, so we're going to be replacing those. Might not get that done today because we've got a lot to do. And then we've got random ones dashed around the garden area. This lashed into whisker boxes in the bush, and then look, the client says when he turns them on they trip, so I'm not surprised. Come with me, James, it gets even better. A local electrician came and did this, look. So there's a feed for the outside lights, okay? So he's just lashed like that, and he wonders why the lights are tripping every time it rains, look. I wonder why. What do you think? Do you think that possibly that isn't the right box and it's had water getting in there, look? What do you think, James? In your professional opinion. And then we've got an horrible conduit box which is rotting in the floor with another, I don't know where that goes, and then I don't know where that goes. Where does that go? Another box? Friggin' hell, look at this. Another box. Another box. What's he done here? Another light. Another box. Another light to another box. What cable's that? It looks like high tough, doesn't it? Is it armoured or high tough? I can't see. Jesus. I don't know what that is. It looks like high tough. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I think it's high tough. So at some point we are going to be ripping all this out, but as I said, we got a lot more other lights to get done first. One thing I like about these lights, if you're mounting these on a conduit box, you haven't got to get these in any orientation. Obviously they're not mounted for conduit box, but when you fit some wall lights, they have them stupid screws that come through the back onto the actual plate. These ones are so much better because they have the grub screws on the side. Look, they're on the side, so, and then it gives you that adjustment. You haven't got to get them dead straight, whereas if you put those ones up with the two screws, you're going to get them two screws perfectly straight, and then you always either drop one out, you know what I'm on about if you're an electrician, or you forget to put them in all together, or they push back because there's a gap on the brick, so you either end have to glue them in on stuff. So these are ideal. Take the grommet out, and we're just going to bang them on, and then we what we have got to do is replace this. Client doesn't want it on this Steinel PIR anymore, he wants it on a Dusk to Dawn, but I need to do some testing to see if this light here is going to affect the sensor that's there. Might end up moving that sensor, I'm not too sure yet. Okay, what we're going to do also is put a little bit of silicone in there to stop any water and small insects getting into the brickwork there, because where they can live and have a little happy life. I'm going to get you now, James. So James was prepared on Wednesday to film. Look, he hasn't wore... Wow. Let you be the judge of that. What the hell are they, mate? He said they're warm, but they ain't colourful, so I'm going to have to get him a pair of socks. There we go, save me editing it. Right, we've replaced the 3 old carousel lights. Is that what you call them, James? I don't know. 1, 2, 3. What we're going to do, I'm going to talk to the client, because I think if we change this for a dusk to dawn sensor, that light is going to keep triggering that dusk to dawn sensor on. So what we've done is set that to like a longer time. It was on a short times period, so it will stay on now for a good 2 or 3 hours, okay? Do you want to go and put the override on, mate? If you go in there, it says garage lights auto switch, yeah? Put them on override. Will you find it? It's about 300 switches. Manual, yeah? No. Are you on the garage lights? Garage? Pardon? No.
So you can leave it in there.
What? No. What did you just put on? Have you? Is that it now?
That's normal.
Look, look. Basement entrance,
basement.
outside lights. Put that to manual.
Yeah.
There we go. 1, 2, 3. Not trying to get any plates in. So annoying for editing. 3. Okay. And what have we fitted, James, inside of those lights, which are bow lights? Aurora. As always, Aurora, and these are available on my store, believe it or not. So we're going to now go round and let me show you. Right, we're now going to start, just for today, rip these out, okay? So as you can see, we've got an armoured coming in here. I believe he comes from here. Someone's then come in and bodged this cable in because he couldn't be asked to change this box here. So he's just bodged that in to power one light, look, one spike light, which is ridiculous. So we're going to disconnect. We'll put a new box on here and we'll leave it for here for now. We won't gel it until we come back. So we'll just, it won't get full up of water because we'll do it properly. We can strip these out and then we'll do the same on the bed next door. See that, look. Can you see that those screws are completely welded into this oh, there's one. It's good that these are brass and not steel, because that would I wouldn't have got that out. Just intrigued to see what's in here. There we go. Will there be gel in here? What do you think? Will there be a mouse or a rat? Let's find out. Gasket's done its job. Oh yeah, they've got some brown. They got some brown poo in this one, mate. Yeah. I don't know what that is actually going to do, but it's got some poo in this one, mate.
Actually?
Yeah, look, dog's poo.
Oh, what is that?
Dog's poo.
It's not dog.
Dog's poo's waterproof. So they've put all this in, look, yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate. This is Galaxy, the best, the finest.
Yeah, the finest. They've used good stuff, eh?
And but it's still water got in here, yeah. Because look how.
Oh, it's yellow.
Look how yellow and look how corroded the terminals are. Look.
Yeah.
So water's still been getting in this box, mate. Look.
Yep.
Don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's absolutely rusted. Rusty sheriff's badge. So we'll disconnect out of here. What have they got in here? Look, they've actually got a black they're not using. Look. So grey. They're using the grey as the earth.
Yeah. Nice.
Grey as the earth, blue as the neutral, brown as the switch line, I take it. And they must be switched on round the corner, mustn't they?
Well, I guess so.
But these, when he turns these on, they trip the breaker.
These ones.
So that's because, well, all of these are on with the front ones.
Oh,
so
okay.
for some reason, so there must be water. So if we can disconnect to the first one, make them good, we should be able to get that circuit on. Yeah. Right. So what I've done is disconnect all the crappy lights. They're in the skip. Put the connections into Wagos. We're going to then just silicone these holes up for now, because we're not going to get this finished today. I'm then just going to cable tie this up on this tree here for now. Okay, keep it out of the wet. we're going to disconnect the lights out of these, and the same the other side. And then, as I say, we'll come back at another date, a later date, and then we'll actually get the lights on. Right, so here we have a case of no one gives a crap about their job. So matey boy come in, bodged another light in here, and then whoever's bodged this armoured in that feeds this bed here, they've not earthed down the armoured, they've cut it, and then there's a gaping hole into the mud. Hence why every dog and his creature has decided they want to live in this little box, yeah? So when we come back to do this, we're going to have to change this box for a bigger whisker, or yeah, because a 308's going to be too small, isn't it, James?
Yeah.
We'll put a bigger whisker on here, hopefully. Well, them cables are going to be short, but I don't know how we're going to refeed this bed, because there's no way we might be able to pull one on with it. If we just pull an armoured up, and then we'll have to try and I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Things, I don't want to come out here and cleat it, do you, really? I know they've done that, but it just looks crap. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to have to change out, replace the cable, basically, from this box, and then probably do the same the other side. I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, a little bit. Right, let's take you over here. This is the one that another local electrician, I say electrician loosely, because I'm not sure whose fit would fit that outside. And he also did it on this one, which we have looked at, but it's good to have another look, isn't it? So we're going to bin all this, and then when we come back, what we're going to do is, we just had a little chat, me and James, we're going to fix to the inside of here, okay? So there's no forking opportunity, and we're probably going to use some high tough. Yeah, I'm going to get some 1.5 or 1mm high tough, I think. That will then go on the side of here, James. And then we can whisker, and then just where we whisker, we put the light, yeah? So now we need to rip all this out, mate. And then when we come back, these armoureds, they're not glanded into the back of these boxes. Well, I say they're not. While we were on camera, we haven't had this off yet. So you're going to get the first look of this little beauty, yeah? To be fair, the boxes, as I was just saying to James, the boxes have done their job. It's whoever's been in after and bodged it, yeah? Look, see that one ended as bad, yeah? That one was full up of 3 ton of soil, wasn't it? This one isn't, but it's still, look, it's got moisture in it, and oh, this one hasn't been bodged out the back.
Hasn't?
No. So this must be end of line from over there. This, then, so we can keep this one.
Yep.
This feeds up. So this armoured here goes down in the ground, but then comes up here, look. That'll be that one. But that one, someone's bodged one out the back of it, so we'll have to investigate that a bit more. But we'll disconnect these lights, because what we're trying to do today is get the circuit, trying to get the circuit back on, so we get rid of the faults. We know the faults are going to be the crappy joints and the crappy lights. Oh, so if we get rid of all those, we can at least get the circuit back on. And then when we come back, we just got a bit of cabling to do and put some new fancy lights in, yeah? That's nice, isn't it? Look. Oh, lovely. But we will replace these whisker boxes with bigger whisker boxes. Not these aren't whisker, but we'll put new whisker boxes on these. Gardener man. Yeah, you have a look. So what we're going to do now, we got this existing photocell which switches these 1, 2, 3 lights along the building here. We're going to change these for up and downers, and eventually these will get changed for photocells. That one shouldn't affect the photocell, it's far enough away. And that bloke's annoying me with his leaf blower. Right, 1, 2 and 3 around the corner, all done. We're going to turn them on now, see what they look like.